Over the weekend, Republican Senator Markwayne Mullin from Oklahoma posted a video on social media where he told the story of how back in the year 1890, a reporter shot a member of Congress. It was Representative William Talby. Again, the year was 1890. In the halls of Congress, the reporter shot a sitting member of Congress. And after Markwayne Mullin told that story in his video, he then said, quote, "There's a lot we can say about reporters of the stories they write, but I bet they would write a lot less false stories, as President Trump says fake news, if we could still handle our differences that way." Now, he's talking about two people settling their differences by shooting each other, or at least the reporter shooting the member of Congress. And Mullin says, maybe there would be less fake news if we could just shoot them. Now, this story, of course, was then picked up by one of his, home state newspapers, the Oklahoman. And they said, hey, this is not good. Don't suggest that. And then Mullin came out and said this in response to the story about his idiotic video. He said, quote, "Don't forget I also joked, in all caps, about bringing back caning to settle political disputes. Thanks for watching my videos. Imagine being a newspaper this out of touch with Oklahoma." You didn't sound like you were joking in the video. You openly suggested, hey, there's a lot of fake news. Maybe we ought to do what they did back in the day. Here's the thing, Markwayne, who is, of course, a very MAGA guy. It doesn't take much to get all the crazy people on your side to go out there and do what you idiots allegedly joke about, right? There's nothing funny about getting a base riled up, even with a joke, to go out there and start shooting reporters. You know damn well what your rhetoric and the rhetoric of every other MAGA politician out there does to these crazy people, because they are freaking crazy. And let me tell you another thing about this so-called fake news. It doesn't exist. I take that back. It exists, but it exists on the right. They literally will just make things up and print it as a story and hope maybe someday the facts will line up with their, fabrication. The rest of the media that you attack as fake news, it's because you don't like what they say. That doesn't make it untrue. It just means you're a giant man baby that can't handle the truth. Also, I feel it's worth pointing out that Markwayne Mullin, the story you told, the member of Congress didn't shoot the reporter. The reporter shot the member of Congress. So if you're suggesting that this is how we should settle our disputes, go back and retell your own story, because it didn't end well for the member of Congress. The reporter, however, was acquitted, under the grounds of self-defense. So, maybe not the best story to tell, because the person in your position is the one who got shot, while the reporter was the one who got off scot-free. So, maybe re-examine the lesson from your own story, but most importantly, be careful with the words that you choose, because you know damn well the people who support you, whether you're joking or not, will take that as a marching order. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.